Hello, this is Kyle for another episode of Midnight Paranormal Files podcast. Today we are going to be talking about Fox Valley Haunted Locations, which is located in central east part of Wisconsin, like Appleton, Oshkosh, Fond du Lac area, kinda, and a little bit of Green Bay. Uh, so that's what we are going to be talking about. Some of these places I did talk about before in the past. Uh, like I didn't share any of these places, but I did talk about some places that were located in this area in the past, probably. So let's begin. Appleton Curling Club was established. This is the place. Is Appleton Curling Club. Their curling club was established in 1939, and in 1967 a fire broke out and was rebuilt. Some of the reports of the hauntings is that the temperature changes happen here, cold and warm, and a man named Ken had physical disabilities. He was a former member, and now they hear his walking, which he had passed away a while ago. Another member named Ed, he's another one who had passed away, also claims to haunt the curling club with a smell of tobacco. Uh, or that's what people reported. And some people feel like they're being watched by Ed. And he was known to smoke his tobacco pipe. Late at night, cleaners report seeing apparitions pass by them also while cleaning, and apparitions have been seen in the view box. Hearthstone Mansion is the next location. On September 30th, 1882, this became the first residence in the world to be lit by hydroelectric plant or something like that, or by electrical hydroelectrical plant. I'm sorry about that. Henry J. Rogers used the same power source as his paper mill to light his house. The fixtures of Edison's lights are still used to this day. Later, John Badenoch rented the house, used it as a restaurant, and eventually turned into a museum. The second owner is believed to haunt the mansion and died in the home. People have reported strange sounds, some sounds like someone sneezing, but nobody is around, and uneasy feelings. Corner of Breed Street and State Street in Chilton, Wisconsin. Some people reported on this intersection pale old woman wearing a royal blue scarf and a blue jacket, and she vanished into the air. There was an old woman who lived across the street and died, probably over 2 or 3 decades ago by now. Some people have seen a large orb and followed people's vehicles. If you drag race on this intersection, the phantom hearse will appear and race with you, which is very interesting, if you ask me. The Octagon House, which is now closed, they restored this home. It has 12 rooms, was built in 1856 as a Native American fort, holds a rich history. It was used for the Underground Railroad at one point. It contains secret rooms, passageways, and even an underground tunnel. Objects go missing and reappear in the building or misplaced. Others reported being touched by cold, unseen hands and invisible forces, pushing them down the stairs. When the Civil War broke out in 1861, Edwin joined his friend Edward Bragg on the battlefield fighting for the Union. Uh, then Edwin did not make it out alive, basically. Pretty much. They heard the sounds of the Brown children playing more than 150 years after they occupied the home. Nobody knows what's causing the hauntings or anything like that. They say apparitions of a boy roams the house, but not fully confirmed. People believe Ruth, Edwin's wife, and the children are restless because they haven't come to terms with Edwin's death, why he left them and didn't return alive. That's what's causing the hauntings anyway. The next place we are going to be talking about actually is the YMCA. This YMCA was built in 1925. It's located in Green Bay. The swimming pool got added in 1967, and in 1980 housed residents, and three deaths occurred. First resident started a fire on accident and died. The next death was a stabbing, and the third shot to death while watching TV. There have been apparitions spotted and reports of the ghost doing a routine cleaning or something like that, or that's what the ghost looks like, what they are doing. There hasn't been any reports of my research of the people who actually died in this YMCA, pretty much. The next location we are going to be talking about is New Moon Cafe. The New Moon Cafe was built in 1867, and the basement became a pharmacy in 1873. And the Great Oshkosh Fire, which destroyed the building in 1875, it got rebuilt in 1876, and in 1880 another fire broke out, this time killing a woman. It got rebuilt again, only 2 stories this time. 1920s businesses moving in and out of the building. The pharmacy and There was a pharmacy in 1929, got sold to Walgreens in 1954. It went out of business, and since then, businesses moved in and out of the building until New Moon Cafe opened. Staff get eerie feelings downstairs and encountered the ghost of a woman who died in the fire. A young man supposedly haunts the building as well, and an elderly woman who in the main lobby. Mr. Elderly woman in the main lobby also have been reported. Mysterious voices and noises have been heard. Starseed, which is now closed also. Starseed in Oshkosh, Wisconsin was a jewelry store which is now closed. The staff and owner said it was haunted. They believe it's haunted by several ghosts. One of them is a child that died accidentally upstairs while playing. The owner or previous owner thought that the child fell down the stairs and died there. There's no death records of a child that passed away at the building, but staff also reported hearing footsteps from no source. The lights will turn on by themselves and off, and phantom cats has been seen have been seen also, and a couple apparitions have been seen besides. The next location we are going to be talking about is called Capone's. It was built in 1846, originally as a boarding house slash bar. It became in the 1920s a place for ladies of the night to hang out at, and Capone came to the spot quite often. The staff reported smells of perfume when there's nobody there. Glasses tend to fly off the counter or move by itself. When the bar is closed, they heard strange sounds, unexplained temperature changes throughout the building. Pan and other things in the kitchen have been thrown around. Third floor window has spook lights that others have seen. Shadowy images of a woman have been seen, and she was wearing an old-fashioned dress. They say that a young prostitute was murdered on the third floor, but there's no name of the victim, or she jumped out of the window. Nobody knows how she died, or it's just a rumor. So those are most of the places that are that I haven't covered on the podcast yet. The curling club is something me and the team want to check out one day, or at least I could talk for myself about that. The Hearthstone Mansion. I cannot say that name. Save my life. Uh, that would be kind of interesting too to do. And same thing with the Octagon House, which is very interesting with the history and stuff. Uh, Corner of Breed Street and State Street, that is really cool with the Phantom Hearse and drag racing with a Phantom Hearse. That would be very interesting to see or try out for a dare or something like that. Um, Downtown YMCA, you don't hear a lot of YMCA's being haunted here, which is strange by itself. New Moon Cafe, which is pretty interesting. That'd be a cool place to check out, I think. Star Steve, which is now closed. I can't really say much about that. I don't think it. I personally don't think it's that haunted. It sounds like more like, I don't know, like folklore type of thing going on, or lore. You know what I'm saying. Capone sounds very cool to check out, and I did check out the pictures, and that looks like a really cool place to check out if you're into the Prohibition era history and stuff, because they got like a taxi in the restaurant or whatever that's all shot up like Bonnie and Clyde's vehicle. So that would be really cool to check out too. If maybe one day I'll check it out, maybe not. Who knows? But yeah, there you have it. A bunch of places that that are haunted or supposed to be haunted in Fox Valley region of Wisconsin, aka Central East Wisconsin. There will be more places in this region, or there are a couple other places that I didn't mention on the podcast today that I did mention in the past, I'm pretty sure, in this region. But they deserve their separate episode also, which I already did a lot of them. So, yeah. I hope you like this episode of the podcast. I know I'm a little off today. Um, and yeah, have a good day or have a good night, and talk to you next episode.